Good morning, good people. Welcome back to A Moment on Mondays with your girl, your sister. I'm your friend and personal growth coach, Stephanie R. Strong. And this morning, I'd like to speak to you about don't get caught in a gridlock. I first learned of this phrase when I used to travel back and forth from Boston to New York in my younger years. And this phrase really came about as a result of traffic becoming so heavy that the intersections would become blocked and interrupt the flow of traffic. And you know, in some cities, you can get a traffic citation for being caught in a gridlock. So don't get caught in a gridlock. Well, so it is with the thousands of thoughts that we have each and every day when we're trying to make a single decision. Sometimes you have thoughts coming from the east, west, north, and south. And when those thoughts are crossing the intersections of your mind, sometimes they can create congestion by blocking the intersections that help you take actionable steps. So you have to be careful about that. And so when you think about there are times when you are just going over the same thoughts over and over again, or you're not paying attention to the signals that tell you when to take an action and when not to take an action, this can be problematic to productivity. So just like we have traffic signal lights that monitor the flow of traffic, you have signals in your brain that help you monitor the way you take action and make decisions. You have signals that tell you to go, tell you to stop, and tell you to proceed with caution. So you have to be careful and pay attention that you're not going when you're supposed to be stopping, and that you are proceeding with caution and not stopping when you should be going. You have to pay attention to these signals. But so here are a few things that you can do just so that you can make sure that you don't get caught in a mental gridlock that impedes productivity. Number one, exercise time management. How many times have you spent ruminating over the same ideas, the same questions, the same thoughts over and over again and lose a sense of time? Something that I try to do is to set a timer. How much time are you going to think about this? Set that timer, and when that timer goes off, move on to something else. Number two, be concise. Think about what's pertinent, what's relevant, and rule out anything that's unclear or immaterial. By being concise, you can ask yourself, are these thoughts going to add to the solution, or are they going to take away? If you find yourself drifting, here's a good chance for you to focus on a central idea, because it's very easy to get distracted. I think I'm probably the easiest person in the world to get distracted. So I have to honestly be intentional about focusing on a central idea, because by focusing on a central idea, you are able to succinctly come up with some action steps that will lead to a valuable solution. So once again, exercise time management, be concise, and focus on a central idea. This way you can keep the flow of thoughts moving in such a harmonious way that you can just ease your way right into a viable solution that leads to productivity and leads to a sense of accomplishment. So make sure that you do not get caught in a mental gridlock. Well, that's all that I have for you today. I look forward to seeing you on next Monday. Make sure you come check me out at presencewithpurpose.net, and don't forget to pick up a copy of my book, When Tulips Bloom, a personal guide for blossoming through the difficult seasons of life. I will see you on next Monday, but until then, make this your best day ever.